Good morning, boys and girls. I thought you'd like to see the speedy drive down to the pond. I'm maybe halfway there, and I'm on that over there with all those trucks standing still is the super highway known as Interstate 15. And as you can see, I'm averaging a good, maybe 1 or 2 miles an hour. So, just a little heads up on going to the pond. Jet out. Well, good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to the test run of this, the Ladybug. Now, Big B very carefully puts his boats in the water. Let's see, right, left, motor. I put mine in the water pretty carefully too. Uh-oh. Do I have it wired backwards? Son of a gun. I have the motor wired up backwards. Well, boys and girls, give me a few moments to... And of course I didn't wire forward on it. I thought I double-checked that. 6 waves from Sunday. You know, this thing's kind of hard to steer going backwards. Okay, jet out. Okay, boys and girls, post-mortem on the Bug. Post-mortem on the Bug. The motor was barely warm to the touch. I could use a whole lot more prop. And I have this instruction book with these perfectly clear instructions on how to set up the dual rate on this transmitter. So all I've got to do is follow the easy to read instructions. Okay, I'm going to jet out. The next thing that's going to go in the water will be the Cobra M450, and then we'll try this again if I have a little more prop. Until then, jet out. Okay, boys and girls, welcome back to round 2. Round 2 is the DTRC M450 Cobra. This is box stock with 2 exceptions. I've changed the turn fin to an aluminum turn fin, a little thicker, and I think that's a little more solid. And I changed the battery mount from a strap-in battery to a Velcro with jam foam because the battery tray in here was not very secure. So other than the battery, the flotation, and the changed up turn fin, this is box stock. Here we go. Right, left, motor. Uh-oh, it went that far and stopped. Did I have a power overload? It's a brand new speed control. And freshly charged batteries. Jet out. Ladies and gentlemen, the difficulties you just witnessed were a result of operator error. The operator has been severely chastised and his error has been remedied. We are going to attempt it again. We have right, left, motor. Let's see if we can do this without operator error. Gently put the boat in the water. That's mini Dom quick, boys and girls. And it handles like I have a little bit too much rudder, but it's wicked fast. Oh, I had a thermal shut off again. Well, that wasn't operator error. Maybe the speed control, the stock speed control, the 40 amp speed control isn't big enough. The Mini Dom has a 40 amper. Well, boys and girls, it's time for the fishing pole. Jet out. Well, boys and girls, here's the post-mortem on this guy. I may have thrown a magnet off this motor, and I don't really have a good replacement motor. I've got that Aviox, but it's a stupid high KV, and I need something with a modest KV. We'll have to see what's in the drawer, but I think this motor's going to have to come out and get some inspection. Stay tuned, boys and girls. This guy's up next. Okay, boys and girls, good news, bad news. The bad news is the rudder servo on the American Spirit does not work. It worked last night. I don't know what's up with it. Good news, I brought the Firefly for its maiden. Let's see, we have right, left. Looks like the steering trim's kind of off. Looks like, oh, looks like I ought to put a prop on it. What do you think? Think I should put a prop on it? Let's put a modest prop on it. This is a 3S setup. So let's go with, this is like 25, this is like 27 millimeters. This should be conservative at best. Conservative at best. Okay, let's see what happens. Maiden voyage. Maiden voyage, nothing else has gone right today. Maybe this will. Who knows? Whoa. I think that might be too much prop. Let's see if the self-righting works. Well, the self-righting doesn't work very well. I'm going to put a smaller prop on it. Jet out. Well, boys and girls, here's a post-mortem on the Firefly. I switched it to the smallest prop I have. I think this is like 24 or 25 millimeters, and it ran much better, but I still had some flippage action. And here's what I think I have to do. This flood chamber, the inside wall, is kind of right where my thumb is. I need to have a hole right there to let air out, because this thing's sitting upside down and this whole flood chamber is full of air. I gotta let the air out right here. But then that hole's gonna suck water in as I'm running. So I'm thinking of taking a carbon fiber tube and putting it at an angle, actually like an angle like that, so water won't be tempted to go in it, but air will come out of it. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to put some carbon fiber tube at the inside edge of this flood chamber, because that doesn't let enough air out. This thing's full of air. I gotta let the air out of right there. This thing worked better with a smaller prop. This little guy is gonna get a bigger prop because he wasn't working very hard at all. That guy's gonna get a new servo, and the other guy, you know, I used to praise that thing, but now I don't know. It's falling apart left and right. So I have to take that motor apart and see what the K Paso again is. I may have allowed that motor to over rev when the prop came out of the water. Now Big B, he just bends props. I throw magnets. So keep your prop in the water, boys and girls. Okay, until next time, jet out.